And this is 112th and Dove.
We always had these big dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all feeling? I like that energy.
First music video I ever shot was right there in front of that ADM deli. I got a gun pulled on me right here. And I was like, we're gonna do this with my daughter in the car.
His dad ended up kicking him out. So me and Kels lived in the basement.
I transferred all my own pain to music. Like, this makes me feel good. But the media chose to write me off.
Last night at the MTV VMAs, Conor McGregor was caught on video throwing his drink at Machine Gun Kelly.
Feels like the world hates me.
Some taking things too far, throwing tree branches and beverages at him.
But I never gave up.
I can't stay forever. Let's play pretend and treat this night like it'll happen again.
We made such an incredible piece of work. For me, it was like working on a Blink album. I loved it like it was my own.
The fans loved it, but the world was rooting against us.
His music sucks. He's a sellout.
People say that stuff about my dad, but you only see one side.
Going to my daughter's volleyball game at 9:30 in the morning. I watched my dad suffer a lot. The last time I heard from him, I was like, I love you so much, and I'm so sorry for how we lived this life together. We'll do it better on the next one.
I fill my lungs cause my heart's made of concrete.
90% of my fans listen to me because of the pain they relate to in my lyrics.
I have a really rough time this couple months, and your music helped me.
This has to be life-changing.
But without you, I die. And I don't wanna die. Not today, not tomorrow, not tonight. I don't wanna die. I need you more than life. More than life, more than life, more than life.
That's what's so cool about music. So many different personalities and so much that we don't have in common with each other. But when that one song comes on that we all love, it all goes away. And we're all one. I need you more than life.
Inside the world of this generation's most polarizing rock star. This was raw, honest, unfiltered, and pretty damn inspiring. I've been following MGK since October of 2020. It had been only a few weeks since Tickets to My Downfall completely took the world by storm, and I had no idea what was to follow. I had never listened to MGK before, and rap was not a genre that I listened to much at all. In fact, there were very few rappers that I even liked at the time. Call it luck or fate, but once my friend played Bloody Valentine and Forget Me Too for the first time, something in me ignited. Something clicked when I heard those songs. They completely blew me away, and I couldn't stop listening to them. Shortly after that, I got my hands on a copy of Tickets to My Downfall, and not only did I play that through the rest of 2020, but it also became my number one go-to jam all throughout 2021 as well. That album helped me through the pandemic immensely, and over a year ago, I never could have seen it coming. Over several years ago, rather. The album also opened so many doors in terms of other pop-punk artists that I never knew existed beforehand. So, like so many others, I was literally chomping at the bit for his follow-up, Mainstream Sellout. Even after getting its release date pushed back a few months, the end of March eventually did roll around, and the album was absolutely worth the wait. Aside from being his second album to go number one after Tickets, it's a fantastic companion piece to the latter as well. It's been completely unexpected and an absolute rush to follow this man's pop-punk transition and massive rise in popularity over the last 5+ years. I still get excited when he releases a new song, even all these years later after initially discovering him. I had the same energy when I started watching this documentary. Documentaries are one of my favorite genres, and especially when their subject material is on something I'm really interested in. This was clearly the best of both worlds. This was so vulnerable and personal to watch. The documentary really doesn't sugarcoat anything, which I appreciate. This is essentially a visual representation of MGK's mind, just with interviews and images to accompany it. A journal of his experiences over the last 2 to 3 years. Not only is this a full-blown backstage pass into the daily life of Machine Gun Kelly, but it's also a layered and complex look into the price of fame, the toll of the music business, and the complexity of fatherhood on top of everything else. I don't understand why so many people hate this man. He's practically fearless and continues to push the boundaries in terms of the rock and pop-punk genre, as well as rap. This doc is really well directed by Sam Cahill and surprisingly emotional in several parts. Despite the onslaught of constant hate, he still manages to rise above and defy all the naysayers in the process. It's definitely something that's going to stick with me for a while. I wish this guy all the happiness in the world. He's been through so much, and I just hope he finds the peace he's been searching for all these years. Keep doing what you do, Kells. Rock on, man. Rock on. I give Machine Gun Kelly's Life in Pink 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for listening.